Some dogs offer more than loyalty. They bring extraordinary intelligence to the table. With the right approach, these breeds can master complex tasks, solve problems on the fly, and outshine expectations at every turn. For this video, we have listed the top 10 brilliant dog breeds that are born to learn, excel, and amaze. Number 10. Belgian Malinois. Need a partner for a high-stakes mission? Dial up a Malinois. These sleek, muscular dogs have energy and smarts to spare. We're talking a four-legged genius with a work ethic that puts most of us to shame. In fact, the Malinois has become a favorite of military and police units worldwide. Heck, rumor has it even the US Secret Service keeps a few on duty. They've been spotted skydiving with Navy SEALs, sniffing out danger at borders, and you might have seen their handiwork in action movies. Remember those fierce canines in John Wick 3 protecting Halle Berry? Yep, Malinois, with an IQ and intensity level off the charts. This breed lives to learn commands and tackle challenges. They'll happily run drills, whether it's obedience training or real undercover ops. Leave a Malinois without a job to do, and they might just invent one, possibly involving rearranging your living room furniture or liberating your backyard from imaginary squirrels. Yeah, because the government definitely trained these dogs just for cuddles. Right, give them structure, and they're the ultimate partner in crime fighting, or just frisbee fetching. Just be warned, once you train a Malinois, they might start training you. Number 9. Rottweiler. The Rottie, often misjudged by its brawny looks, but inside that muscular exterior is a brain and heart of gold. They used to herd cattle for the Roman legions and even pull carts loaded with goods. These dogs learned to think on the job long before we had things like, written training manuals. Fast forward a couple thousand years, and Rotties are still proving their smarts. They were one of the first breeds ever used as guide dogs for the blind. Yes, a well-trained Rottweiler can gently lead someone across a street just as easily as it can guard that person's home. Surprise? This tough-looking pup has a soft spot and a sharp mind. In the family circle, a Rottweiler is often a total goofball, renowned for gentleness with loved ones. They might try to sit on your lap, oblivious to the fact they're 100 pounds. But when it's time to go into protect mode, watch out. Their intelligence shines in how quickly they can switch gears. One moment clowning with the kids, the next standing watch at the door because they heard a suspicious squeak. They're also stellar learners. With consistent training, a Rott will memorize obedience commands, advanced tricks, and even complex tasks. Some have been known to work in search and rescue, using that powerful nose and brain to save lives. Number 8. Papon. This little butterfly dog, named for those wing-shaped ears, is a whip-smart Einstein in a tiny package. In fact, the Papon holds the crown as the smartest of the toy dog breeds. Centuries ago, they adorned the laps of European royalty. You can even spot Papon-like dogs in 16th century royal portraits, hanging out with kings and queens, probably whispering court secrets into their ears. Okay, maybe not the last part. Or maybe yes? Top secret, remember? Today, Papons are legends in agility and obedience competitions. Picture a tiny fur missile zipping through tunnels and leaping over bars, nailing every turn on the agility course. That's likely a Papon leaving bigger dogs in the dust. They're active, athletic, and incredibly trainable, often even by first-time dog owners. This breed lives for mental stimulation. Teach a Papon a trick or a command, and they'll not only master it quickly, they might start anticipating your next move. Owning a Papon is like having a clever sidekick who's always one step ahead. They'll figure out how to open light doors, solve puzzle toys in record time, and then expect you to keep up with them. But can you really trust a dog smarter than your neighbor? Kidding. But seriously, these dogs might give your know-it-all neighbor a run for their money. Number 7. Doberman. If there were ever a dog breed with a secret agent backstory, The Doberman is it. They were originally bred by a 19th century German tax collector who wanted a loyal, intelligent protector on his rounds. The result? A sleek, powerful canine with brains to match its brawn. Fast forward to World War II, and Dobermans were literally on the front lines, nicknamed devil dogs by US Marines in the Pacific. They were trained to guard sleeping troops and sniff out enemies lurking in the jungles. Modern Dobermans might not be leaping through war jungles, thankfully, but their loyalty and intelligence remain the stuff of legend. Teach a Doberman a command, and you'll see how quickly they catch on, often faster than you can say, "Good boy." They thrive on mental challenges, advanced obedience, protection sports, agility courses. Bring it on. And while their image is that of the ultimate guard dog, tall, dark, and handsome with a bit of an intimidating vibe, a well-bred, well-trained Dobie is usually a total sweetheart with its family. They'll romp with the kids, play fetch for hours, and then stand watch by the window like a diligent sentinel of the realm. Just remember, a Doberman knows what's up. With that keen brain, they're always reading your body language and mood. Number 6. Shetland Sheep Dog. Shetland Sheep Dog, aka the Sheltie. Bred on the rugged Shetland Islands, these dogs had to be smart. They managed livestock almost as big as themselves, in tough climates, and still looked cute doing it. In fact, Shelties started out as a smaller variant of local herding dogs, and were later refined by breeding with rough collies to get the pint-sized herder we know today. Don't be fooled by their size or that luxurious mane. Inside every Sheltie is a little commander with a PhD in herding and hugs. Shetland sheepdogs are legendary for their intelligence and agility. They learn new commands lightning fast, often in just a few repetitions. Give a Sheltie a task, and they attack it with laser focus. Unless a squirrel passes by, but hey, nobody's perfect. They shine in dog sports, agility courses, obedience trials, you name it. Ever seen a blur of fur weaving through poles and leaping over hurdles? Probably a Sheltie showing off. Their herding instinct is so strong that if you don't have sheep, they might try to herd you, rounding up the kids, the cat, maybe even your Roomba. It's all in good fun, and it shows just how programmed for teamwork they are. Also, Shelties are great at home security, not by biting, but by barking. They're naturally wary of strangers and will alert you to anything unusual in a heartbeat. Number 5. Labrador Retriever. You probably saw this one coming. Labs are everywhere, working service dogs, therapy dogs, search and rescue heroes, and of course, beloved family goofballs. And there's a reason for that. These dogs are smart, extremely trainable, and oh boy, do they love to please. They originated in Newfoundland. Yes, they're not from Labrador, long story, and were bred to help fishermen, retrieving nets and fish from icy waters. That's why labs have water-resistant coats, webbed paws, and otter-like tails, built-in swimming gear for a canine athlete. All that natural ability, and a lab's true superpower, is their temperament. They are infamously food-motivated and people-oriented, which is a fancy way to say they'll do anything for a treat and a pat on the head. Want to teach a lab puppy to sit? They'll be sitting before you finish the word, especially if there's a biscuit involved. Their combination of intelligence and eagerness makes them stars in training classes, often top of the class. Labs excel as guide dogs, bomb-sniffing dogs, and search and rescue dogs, using both brain and nose to save the day. And at home, they figure out family routines in no time. Your lab will quickly learn what time the kids come home from school, and be waiting at the door, tail wagging furiously, know which cabinet the treats are in, and possibly how to nudge that cabinet open when you're not looking. Number 4. Golden Retriever. If there's a dog that embodies the phrase eager to please, it's the Golden. These sunny, gorgeous dogs were literally bred in secret to be the ultimate retrievers. Back in 1865, a British lord, Lord Tweedmouth to be precise, conducted a little covert breeding experiment in the Scottish Highlands. The result? The very first Golden Retriever, born from a mix of Retriever and Spaniel that was hush-hush at the time. Now, of course, the secret is out, and Goldens have been melting hearts and wowing trainers for over a century. What makes Goldens so special in the smarts department? It's their combination of intelligence, gentleness, and enthusiasm. They learn new commands readily, sometimes almost too readily. If you train with treats, watch your fingers, because Goldens enthusiastically chomp first, ask questions later. These dogs excel in obedience and agility, and they make outstanding service dogs for people with disabilities. Ever see a guide dog helping someone navigate a busy street, or a therapy dog bringing joy to a hospital ward? There's a good chance that dog is a Golden Retriever, proudly doing their job. Goldens have an uncanny ability to read human emotions, which isn't exactly book smarts, but it's a kind of emotional intelligence that's just as amazing. Number 3. German Shepherd. You probably guessed this one would show up. The German Shepherd is basically the poster pup for intelligence and versatility. In 1889, a German cavalry captain, Max von Stephanitz, set out to develop the perfect working dog, emphasizing utility and intelligence as the goal. The result? The breed we now know and love. He literally engineered a dog to be smart, and boy, did he succeed. German Shepherds can learn just about anything, and fast. It's no wonder you see them working as police canines, military dogs, search and rescue specialists, bomb detectors, service dogs, you name it. Their motto might as well be always ready. What stands out about German Shepherds is their combination of brain and bravery. They're big, athletic, and strong, but also incredibly tuned in to their handler. A well-trained GSD, as fans call them, will follow a complex series of commands flawlessly. Clear a building, find the target, guard the target without harming. Tasks that sound like a Navy SEAL resume, yet these dogs do it routinely. They're also excellent herders, their original job, and can make wonderful family dogs for those who give them plenty of activity and structure. Loyal? Absolutely. A German Shepherd will shadow you from room to room, often choosing you over anyone else. They're confident and courageous, known to put themselves in harm's way to protect loved ones. Number 2. Poodle. Some of you are nodding knowingly, but others might be raising an eyebrow. How did the frou-frou show dog make it so high on the genius list? Simple. Beneath that fluffy haircut lies one of the sharpest minds in dogdom. Poodles, all sizes, standard, miniature, toy, are consistently at the top of intelligence rankings. They've been stealing the show, literally and figuratively, for centuries. Originally bred in Germany as water retrievers, they later became favorites of French nobility, circus performers, and anyone who appreciated a dog that could learn tricks with dazzling ease. That goofy continental clip haircut? It started as a functional trim to help them swim better. Strategic poofs kept joints warm. But it also hints at the poodle's other side. They were showmen. History has poodles herding sheep, retrieving game, performing in traveling troops, even ferrying messages and supplies to wounded soldiers on battlefields. Talk about a diverse resume. To excel at all those jobs, you need top-tier smarts. And poodles have got them. They're astonishingly trainable. This is the dog that often learns the routine faster than its trainer. They pick up patterns, read your body language, and have a memory like an elephant, or better. Many poodle owners swear their dog understands every word they say, and sometimes it feels true. Of course, poodles also have a sense of humor. You can see a twinkle in those eyes. They'll play the clown if it gets them attention, which is adorable and a clever manipulation if you think about it. Number 1. Border Collie. Was there ever any doubt? Ask any dog expert what the smartest breed is, and you'll hear Border Collie almost every time. These black and white, sometimes brown, sometimes merle wonders, are the Einsteins of the canine world, and they've got the resume to prove it. Originally bred in the borderlands of Scotland and England to herd sheep, they had to be clever, often working independently of their shepherd. making decisions on the fly to control a flock. That think-for-themselves breeding program created a dog that's basically a furry supercomputer. They can learn a new command in under 5 repetitions and remember it for years. Their problem-solving ability is second to none. If there's a way out of the yard, a border collie will find it. If there's a puzzle toy to solve, they'll solve it faster than you solve your Rubik's Cube. The stories of border collie intelligence are almost legendary. You might have heard of Chaser, a border collie who learned over 1,000 words. She could actually understand the names of 1,022 different toys and objects. Let that sink in. That's like a toddler-level vocabulary. Other border collies have been known to outwit their owners on a daily basis, opening gates, herding other pets into corners for fun, and generally proving that no challenge is too great for their nimble brains. They dominate agility and obedience competitions. In fact, at agility trials, you'll often see a whole lineup of border collies, and maybe a token other breed that somehow qualified. Their speed, focus, and quick learning make them nearly unbeatable in those arenas. But with great power comes, you guessed it, great responsibility. Training a border collie is not for the couch potato trainer. That wraps up our video on the 10 genius dog breeds you can train like a pro. Which one of these brilliant breeds would you love to train? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your pick. If you enjoyed this video, here are 2 more I've picked for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.